It's about the dollar. We have to understand that the US Saudi relationship isn't just a military alliance, it is the engine room of the American economy. Back in 1974, this deal that was struck is still impacting us till this day. It's based on the Saudis. America's willingness to protect the royal family wasn't altruistic. It was based on them refunding and putting those billions of dollars back into the US Treasury. This is how the US runs massive deficits and doesn't crash its economy. The Saudis create, till this day, a constant global demand for that dollar, and they fund the US government's debt. So when the US sends troops to the Middle East, they aren't just protecting oil wells, they are protecting the value of the currency in your wallet. But over the last few years, the Saudis have realized that this protection part of the deal might be a lie, which is why a moment that happened in 2019 is kind of pretty crucial. In the early hours of the morning of September, a swarm of Iranian made drones and cruise missiles slammed into Saudi Arabian oil processing facilities. It was a devastating precision strike that knocked out almost 50% of Saudi Arabia's oil production in minutes. The Saudis, remembering their deal, looked to the White House, expecting the full force of the US military to retaliate against Iran. After all, that was the deal. We give you the oil market and you give us protection. But the response was a little bit shocking. Trump basically said that the attack was unfortunate. It's an attack on Saudi Arabia and not the United States, and so we don't really want to intervene. He kind of hesitated. And ultimately, there was no proper American counterstrike.
It reminds me a little bit of after the fall of Afghanistan. I remember reading a story about this military guy trained by America, fought for his family, fought for his country, secular Islamist, right? And when we betrayed them, the only thing he knew, and many others like him who found themselves in the same situation, was that because we had now betrayed them, they had no protection, no protection for himself or his family. So this honorable man trained by America, he joined ISIS just so that him and his family wouldn't be massacred by the Taliban when they came back in. That's what we did to them.
Yeah.
Trump did that. I don't care how bad Biden screwed it up. Trump made a deal with the Taliban. Even if the withdrawal had gone perfectly, they betrayed every part of the deal that they made. It made no difference that the Blues did it poorly. It made no difference. Trump betrayed our allies, and those who weren't killed or captured had to join radical Islamic groups because it was the only way to save themselves. I can feel the similarities right here